Hello everyone, this is Colton from Coltimus Prime. I just thought today we should go through the Democratic debate. So this is the liberal Democratic debate. There's day 1 and day 2. This is day 1. So the video was from NBC News. So this is the highlights video. There's 15,000 ups and downs, 11,000 downs. And why is there 11,000 downs? Well, we'll see when we go through the video, because it's kind of shocking the things that these politicians, these elected officials, high-ranking people, it's completely insane what they want. So here we go.
What would you specifically do?
Thank you very much, Jose. I'm very proud that in April I became the first candidate to put forward a comprehensive immigration plan. And we saw those images, watching that image of Oscar and his daughter Valeria is heartbreaking. It should also piss us all off. The reason that they're separating these little children from their families is that they're using Section 1325 of that act, which criminalizes coming across the border, to incarcerate the parents and then...
So there's two people that died trying to illegally come into the U.S. And what this guy, his name's Julian Castro, what he thinks is it's because of the inhumane conditions on the border. Yeah. Well, here's the reason why there's inhumane conditions on the border. Because it was never meant to house 100,000 people. It was meant to house criminals and people coming in from Mexico using children as props so they can get special treatment and get released into the U.S. using kids as props. And this guy's complaining about children in cages. Well, the person who separated kids from their parents was Barack Obama. Well, let's continue.
Separate them. Some of us on this stage have called to end that section, to terminate it. Some, like Congressman O'Rourke, have not. And I want to challenge all of the candidates to do that. If you truly want to change the system, then we got to repeal that section. If not, then it might as well be the same policy. You said recently that the reason you didn't want to repeal Section 1325 was because you were concerned about human trafficking.
So this guy on the right, Beto O'Rourke, his name's not actually Beto. And he speaks Spanish, but he's not Spanish. He's just some white guy trying to become Spanish to try and get some more votes. So Julian Castro's kind of taking him to task about immigration.
And drug trafficking. But let me tell you what. Section 18, Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Title 21, and Title 22 already cover human trafficking and drug trafficking. I think that you should do your homework on this issue. If you did your homework on this issue, you would know that we should repeal this section.
This is for all the American citizens out there who feel you're falling behind.
This guy's name is Bill de Blasio. He's regarded as the worst mayor in the history of New York City, which is over 400 years.
And to feel the American dream's not working for you, the immigrants didn't do that to you. The big corporations did that
to you. It's not the immigrants taking citizens' jobs. It's the corporations taking their jobs. That doesn't make any sense. Corporations are creating jobs. And they're creating jobs in the Trump presidency because he's lowered their taxes. So they are expanding their business. They're creating new stores. They're hiring more managers. Wages have gone up in the U.S. in the last 3 years. But these people, of course, they can't say, yeah, that's a good thing, because they have to be against everything.
The 1% did that to you.
Who here would abolish their private health insurance in favor of a government-run plan? Just a show of hands, start off with.
Okay, so two people want government-run healthcare. So the difference between private healthcare and government healthcare is private healthcare is you have all the companies that kind of control it. So if it goes to the government, all those jobs, millions of jobs, do not exist. There is no insurance companies anymore. They want to bankrupt the insurance industry. So someone who makes $10 an hour part-time can have benefits and have health insurance. Oh, okay.
Look at the business model of an insurance company. It's to bring in as many dollars as they can in premiums and to pay out as few dollars as possible for your
that's called capitalism. That's called running a business.
health care. There are a lot of politicians who say, oh, it's just not possible, we just can't do it, have a lot of political reasons for this. What they're really telling you is they just won't fight for it. Well, health care is a basic human right.
Healthcare, a basic human right. I can believe that, but how could you possibly get rid of all the insurance companies? It does nothing these people are saying could ever be created.
And I will fight for basic human rights.
It should not be an option in the United States of America for any insurance company to deny women coverage for their exercise of their right of choice. And I am the only candidate here who has passed a law protecting a woman's right of reproductive health and health insurance. And I'm the only candidate who has passed a public option.
I just want to say
I thought women didn't like when men controlled their choices, especially when it comes to abortion. But okay, let's continue.
3 women up here that have fought pretty hard for a woman's right to choose. So I'll start with that.
If the control room could turn off the mics.
Great for those with money and isn't doing great for everyone else. That is corruption, pure and simple.
So she's saying it's business right now is great for the companies, which it is. Trump has lowered their taxes. But it's bad for everyone else. Unemployment is the lowest ever. The wages are the highest ever. The stock market is the healthiest ever. Okay. They have no platform to run on.
We need to call it out. We need to attack it head on.
I think I'm the only one, I hope I'm the only one on this panel here that had 7 people shot in their neighborhood just last week. Someone I knew shot.
This guy's name's Cory Booker, and he absolutely does not live in a neighborhood where 7 people were shot. I'm telling you this right now.
Smith was killed with an assault rifle at the top of my block last year. For millions of Americans, this is not a policy issue. This is an urgency. And for those who have not been directly affected, they're tired of living in a country where their kids go to school to learn about reading, writing, and arithmetic, and how to deal with an active shooter in their school.
So he wants to take away guns from you. He wants to take away the Second Amendment about defending yourself with firearms. Yeah, he wants to hear that.
We can't treat this as an across-the-board problem. We have to treat it like a public health emergency. That means bring data to bear, and it means make real change in this country, whether it's politically popular or not.
When we weren't in there, they started flying planes into our buildings. So I'm just saying right now,
we have an obligation. The Taliban didn't attack us on 9/11. Al-Qaeda did.
Well,
Al-Qaeda attacked us on 9/11.
I understand.
That's why.
This person on the right is Tulsi Gabbard. She basically did not say very much in the first night. And why? Because she's not extremist. She's a normal liberal. She believes she used to be in the army, and she knows what she's talking about.
So many other people joined the military to go after Al-Qaeda, not the Taliban.
The Taliban. Finish up.
So she's kind of a normal person. Oh yeah, no, like no one's gonna vote for her.
Was protecting those people who were plotting against us.
I just don't want to be your president to be your president.
45 seconds.
I want.
Elmer Fudd wants to be your president. Will you vote for Elmer Fudd as the next president of the United States of America? Will you do it?